Hi, Dougie Burr for Doug Burt's Tackle World here for the fishing report for this weekend, the 21st and 22nd of May 2022. Okay, I think this is number weekend 20 something since Boxing Day, and it is going to be blowing 20 to 30 knots again. We've had 2 weekends though since then, since Boxing Day, which are fishable, but the rest have been a bit terrible. But anyhow, there are the odd days during the week, and there's definitely fish around everywhere. It's just a matter of getting out, braving the conditions and just doing it. So I'm going to tell you what we did. We went out on Monday. We had a lucky day. The weather did drop off for the day. The sea going out was a bit average, but coming back was like a glass out. It was beautiful. We fished offshore, so we're talking offshore here, guys, off the Gold Coast. We fished offshore. We went straight to the fads on the 50 fathom reef, fad number 3, I think it is. And anyhow, the fishing was extremely good. We obviously caught as many dolphin fish as we wanted to catch. The size at the 50 fathoms, we were at the 36 the week before, was a bit better on the 50s. In the first week before, we fished 36 fads, and we got sort of average size of about 60 centimetres. The ones on the 50 fads weren't much bigger, but 70 to 80 centimetres. So they're a bit better and a bit more fun on light gear. We caught most of them just casting surface lures and a few on baits, but definitely they're taking like little surface sort of, exactly like this actually, exactly like that sort of thing. They were smacking them badly, just twitch, and they were just all over it, right up to the back of the boat, and you could catch as many dolphin fish as you wanted to catch. Hence why the charter boats are going really hard on it at the moment. The water temp out there was about 25.5 degrees, so that's why the dolphin fish are still around, and they're on every fad. And they haven't been punished too badly recently, so that if you want to go catch some and get the weather break, get out to the fads and just make sure you're fishing on the upside of the fad. Okay, so you need to be about 100 metres north of the fad and work your way back to the fad. And lures are fine, fantastic. Soft plastics are great. We caught on soft plastics the other day as well. Then we went from there, we went out to about 85 metres, around similar depth, but further north. And we fished on grounds there for kingies and amberjack. They were there, but we only actually caught pearlies and snapper there, and the pearlies are really good size. We got one that was about 65 centimetres, which is a big pearly, and some good pearlies as well. And we also got some good snapper, and you might have saw on the Facebook post we did, Stewie had one of just over 80 centimetres, and mine was just over 70, and I got dusted as well. And we're on a bit of a time limit, and we're mainly chasing pearlies, so we got a couple of snapper, and then we moved on to the more pearly grounds, a bit deep in 100 metres deep. But what we were using were Lacanis type jigs. I use that the Shimano one, that one right there. Dokans you can't get anymore, so they're now history, and we're now trying out other products. So the Shimano ones, these two styles here work really well the other day, as well as the Dokan if you do have them. They're great. And then we went out deep dropping and fished in 280 metres, and we jigged there as well. We didn't have much luck on the jigs because it's a bit hard. We used electrics as well, and the lines were crossing over, and it was a bit of a crap fight actually. But I definitely recommend, if you're into deep dropping, come in here, we'll teach you how to do it, where to go roughly. And but there's plenty of flying snapper out there. There's plenty of fish. There's kingies, there's snapper, there's ornate snapper, and lots of other species and cod. And they're all quality fish, and they are really hungry. All their stomachs are just empty. And as soon as you hit the bottom, it's like bang, 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 you're on. So great fishing. On the trolling scene, a couple of mates fished on Monday and Wednesday on the mackerel at the front here. Good Spanish mackerel were caught, wahoo were caught, spotted mackerel were caught, and some tuna caught. So the fishing was extremely good. That was just on the Diamond Reef, and in close on the 18s, and also down at Mermaid. There's quite a few spotties and Spanish caught down there as well. I would dare think that, I didn't hear, but I would dare think that the gravel patch would have fished well as well. There's a few cobia getting around as well. Some big cobia caught in close over those couple of days, up to around 20 kilos. Jewies are caught, some good mulloway caught. There's a full moon on those couple of nights, and the Jewies were caught a bit just before dark and on dark. Again, good fish, sort of metre 20, metre 30, 20 kilo fish. So the fishing is extremely good. Actually, on the Monday, the fish bit everywhere we went all day. It's a non-stop all day thing. So, and I did say that on the charts too. So it was a perfect day for fishing. We did really well. But if the weather does come good, and at this stage it doesn't look like till next Sunday next week, there's a gap. And I'll post that tonight on our fishing report on Facebook. There's a window and it lasts most of the day on Sunday, and you'll see that. But that's now what it will be in 3 days' time. For next Sunday could change. So anyhow, we'll see how it looks when the time comes around. But during the week, unfortunately, guys, we're going to have 20 to 30 knots all week pretty well with showers and rain. Anyhow, okay, that's all sure. Estuary. Okay, the estuary's good. That's all we can do. So the estuary, at the moment, the seaway, just be careful of the swell. It has picked up over the last couple of days. It's around 2.5 metres. And I would be definitely fishing along the north wall. If you just know it, be careful. But definitely dewies, mangrove jacks. If you come around into the seaway a little bit back towards the north wall of Wadebreak, the fishing there has been really good as well. They've been catching snapper and some good snapper too, by the way. And along the north wall, good snapper up to 4 kilos, 70 centimetre ones, you know, on baits and also on soft plastics and vibes. So like this sort of thing here, some Aki vibes. Shrimps have been all right too. And guys have been using little vibes like this type of thing here, and smacking like brim, sweet lip, and legal squire like 38, 40 centimetre ones, okay? And just drifting with the first to run in tide, which is this weekend early morning. That first to run in tide before it gets too strong, and drifting from the pipe around to the front of the north wall of Wadebreak. So you've got about a 600 metre stretch of drift, and just keep changing your drift line each time you do it, moving sort of east to west. As you're drifting along next run, go a bit more west, a bit more west, and a bit more west. Work it like that, okay? Good luck with that. Flatties along the north wall. Try where the opening is on the north wall, that little gap on the sandy beach there, and then along the rocks, all the heading down to where the tree stumps start, all the way along there. I'd be casting definitely the vibes again. The prawns have been really good. The shrimps, this type of thing here, been really, really good. Definitely give those a shot. And around further up towards Crab Island, that area, same scenario. But the water's dirty, guys, so it's got to be close to the high tide to use that sort of stuff up on the shallows, because it is still brown, and after this rain, it would be more browner. The jumping pin area up the top end there, there's been a few long-tailed tuna and some tailor just inside the bar, and the big tailor too, and the good-sized longies. Casting the stick baits again, like this type of thing here, is fine. And also, I'd even probably give these, I know it's more of a jack lure, which we'll talk about in a minute, but I'd even give the splash prawns a go in the bigger size. I'd reckon they'd smack the tailor badly, those things. Stewie loves using these mussel shots, which are Japanese lure. They hit the surface as well. They're very heavy, they're 40 grams, they cast a mile, and you're working pretty quick, keeping the rod tip up all the way, keeping it up towards the surface. They get really badly hammered as well by the fish. They're really good. The few flatties inside the jumping bar as well, heading over towards the top end of Crusoe Island on the north eastern corner of Crusoe, and along the flats. So if you actually hop, these have been really good, these bottom magics. They're actually good in the seaway too. These things here, these are Japanese lure as well, and they stand up on the bottom like that, and when you hop it, they sort of go in that sort of action, and extremely good on flatties. They also catch brim and all that other stuff as well, snapper probably as well, but give that a shot. Whiting wise, there's been a few around the back of Wadebreak and a few on Goldbank, and definitely a few on the northern end of South Straddie, on the point and around the corner a little bit. Give that a go, and a few tailor there as well. That's probably about it for the inshore, except for crabs. I'll be definitely giving the muddies a go this weekend. Pimpamar River, Cooma River, probably from the entrance to probably maybe 2 miles up or 3 k's up would be the go. And I would definitely be giving sand crabs a go maybe around Tipless Channel, and maybe around the Aldershot, see if you can find some bit of clear water there amongst the sandbanks. The reason being is that they've been pushed from outside inside. The water's dirty. Wherever you can find that clear water, you'll get them. I see that Clint of the Brad Smith Charter's got a few this week, and I know the boys up at Moreton Bay up around Redland Bay Channel there have been catching them as well, and lots of crabs and good sized sandies as well. And the prawns up at Redland Bay were caught this week as well. Those really big late season prawns, they're huge. So, but the weather's too windy, okay, so I don't think I'll be around, I don't know. But they were Redland Bay Channel and around top end of Lamb Island, but that you might get them maybe, we got them this time last year around Rudy Bars and the power line. So that's about the only place you can get out of the wind at the moment with what's coming. And give that a shot. And then on the freshwater scene, well, we've had a bit of rain. The Hinds would be definitely worth a shot. Western side, probably up the back, any of those sort of little bays that cast up sort of surface lures on the shallows on early morning, late afternoon when the bugs are around and everything's feeding on the edge of the grass there. Once it gets a bit sun up, you probably have to switch to blades or the ice jigs or maybe even plastics and just work the bottom in that sort of 20 to 30 foot depth. Or you control the lures, get the kids to hold the rods and whack, they hit them, trolling little deep divers that get down about 20 feet or 18 feet, seems to be the secret depth for the bass. And that's probably about it. While the boat show is on, we've got Centrico Boat Show at the moment this weekend. We are running a special, just to let you know that too, where our lures are 30% off. And we're doing 30% off braid that if you buy any rod or reel combo as well. And the rod and reels we'll do at the best price you can find online in Australia by one of the local Australian people doing online stores. And as long as they got it in stock, we will match that price and no problems at all. And we've got a huge range of stock at the moment. So welcome to pop in and have a look if you're bored. Okay, it's Dagobert from Dagbert's Tackle World, located just near Harbour Town, number 8 Centreview Drive. We'll catch you over the weekend. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, on our YouTube, Dagbert's Fishing Channel, and also on Instagram. And like it and tell your friends about it. And see you soon. Thank you. Bye.